I'm Sara and this is Atria Z-Hub. Today we are interviewing Ingrid and Ethan, grads of 2019 and this year's student co-chairs. What year did you start Mulgrave?
For me, I think it was grade 4, which was probably around 2010. So that's when I came to Mulgrave. My brothers came the year before, but I came after.
And I started in grade 2, which was 2008.
What is your first memory of Mulgrave?
Oh, wow. I think my first memory was the new student orientation day when I got to first meet everyone the day before school started, and just like touring around the school and thinking it was so big, even without all the additions that are now in place, and just, like talking to a bunch of teachers and feeling really welcome.
And my first memory was getting my locker. First locker number 264. Shared it with Selena.
Wow.
It was pretty fun.
What advice do you have for two grade 6s moving out of junior school next year?
I think something that's really important, that even though you guys might be moving out of the junior school, is not to feel intimidated or discouraged, and like to really get involved in the new middle school community. I know it may seem like either a big transition for some or maybe a small one, as it is in the same Mulgrave community, but just really emphasizing on like staying involved within either that be clubs or just like with your friends, or in class with your teachers.
Yeah, I agree. I think middle school is a time to like branch out, find what you really like to do. The middle school provides a lot of really good opportunities for you guys to explore a variety of co-curriculars, whether it be academic, arts, or athletics, and that's really the time to do so. You have time to do it, and it's really easy to do. Like the middle school facilitates exploration through electives and the co-curriculars, so just really take advantage of that and find what you like.
We will be the first class to start middle school in the new wing. What was it like seeing the new senior school being built, knowing you were going to be using the space, and how has it made your senior school life better?
I think it was very exciting looking back on watching the entire like construction process. I think in terms of making life better currently, some really great things about the senior school was having a lot more like individual study space, such as like seminar rooms, the entire like open concept and kind of like, for lack of a better word, like fresh look of the new school was really exciting, and like I think, at least for me personally, motivated a lot more like studying and staying on top of things.
Yeah, I think another thing that was really exciting was the enhancement that would happen to our academic learning. Given the new facility, we were allowed to like do simple things like project our lesson PowerPoints to the TVs and such. And I know the middle school is really trying to up their facilities with the new development. So I think you guys should be pretty excited for like the new DT labs, science wings, and art rooms. It probably will really enhance your experience in those classes.
Yeah, but always remember to like respect it as well. It's something that I think in the senior school, with the new senior school, is really a push of like making sure you're not like spilling food everywhere and taking care of it, because it is such an amazing space.
What does it mean to be a co-chair, and how has it changed from last year?
So it's been a bit of a change, not only in name, but also kind of in the way that the student board, or last year as it was called prefects, works as a student like organization or body.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, I think the general idea for this year was to go towards more of a group approach to handling the duties that were traditionally either for head boy and head girl or prefects. And so I think we're still kind of, as it is early on in the year, figuring out exactly what that dynamic will look like. But it's very collaborative, and you'll see not necessarily the traditional like head boy and head girl will be only speaking at assemblies. It's a lot more of like, it's a group effort, kind of like together.
Yeah, and not only the model of how the co-chair works as a group is changed, but also the selection process. So no longer is there gender quotas. I think a certain number of boys and a certain number of girls have to be elected, but other than that, after that quota is reached, then it can be anybody who is deemed worthy. The preliminary round works by anybody who wants to run is given a 1-minute opportunity to do an impromptu speech. So given a random topic from a pool of topics generally about leadership or activities or personal experiences, and they give a speech. They grades 9 to 11 vote, and then from that preliminary round, 10 are selected, and then from those 10, 2 are selected to be co-chairs. But as Ingrid said, it's a really collaborative dynamic, and the role of co-chair is not much different than that of a student board member. Yeah.
What changes and new plans do you have for this year as co-chairs?
A priority for this year for the school, not only for the student board, is focusing on being well-rounded and balanced. So I think that is very much a primary goal of the student board, is to really encourage that within the student body, so that it's not just only teachers or parents that are saying these things, but actually having student advocates for something that is so important in student life as being balanced or having fun and like being social and all these other things as well as academics. So I think that's something that the student board really wants to look forward to working towards this year.
And then, and another aspect that the prefects or student board has historically done is trying to facilitate intergrade, interdivision connectedness. So Welcome Back Barbecue is coming up. We're meeting with our kindy buddies soon. Opening assembly is coming up, and I think we're just we're striving to create that community feel that Mulgrave is really well known for, through connecting with all the other divisions. So yeah, if anybody, our faces in the hallways, feel free to say hi. Anything you want to talk about, we're definitely open.
What will you miss most about Mulgrave?
Oh, wow. I think there's a lot of things, but I think what I'll miss most is probably the people, or it is the people. I know that for sure. Yeah. There's been definitely some times where I've been like, oh my gosh, it's grade 12, and I'm going to miss the community and the teachers and my friends. So I think that's probably going to be the hardest thing to say bye to. Of course, the view. Can you beat it? No, that's something that I'll miss that as well. But it's definitely the tight-knit community. It's something that's very unique about Mulgrave, that ever since I've got here in grade 4, that I haven't really seen the same dynamic in different areas or commitments I've had in my life so far.
Yeah, same. Like, aside from the apples in the morning, which are really great, and like the nice food from the cafeteria, I think community is definitely the one thing that makes Mulgrave really unique.
If you come back in 10 years, how do you think Mulgrave will have changed? How will it have stayed the same?
Okay. Well, I'm sure there's going to be, in 10 years, some new construction project. I know of that. So, I don't know, maybe they'll have more grad parking.
Or
maybe.
Pool. Maybe a pool.
Yeah, a pool. So I think there will be definitely
pool
some,
under the field.
Yeah, physical changes. I think and I hope that tight-knit community, though Mulgrave is growing as a school, I hope that stays, and I'm sure it will. With the amazing teachers, facilities, and students. So yeah, I think if I came back or when I come back in 10 years, I hope that's definitely still there. Yeah.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing some current teachers probably still around. Of course, new teachers, new faces. But I think for the most part, the integral core values of Mulgrave should persist into the near future. Yeah.
Well, thank you for taking your time and sitting down with us, and good luck on a busy grade 12 year.
Thank you.